Body shaming can go both ways around. And although we normally only focus on the idols that were body shamed for having a more voluptuous body, according to Knet, there can also be a lot of hate directed to too skinny idols. Nonetheless, there is a thin line here between what is correct and what it isn't. After all, it can be alarming how skinny some idols are, and it also makes you wonder whether this promotes an unhealthy body image, not only for the idols, but also for the fans that admire them. Then again, there could be a bigger health issue behind all of it, and people shouldn't assume that the weight loss is intentional all of the time. Recently, there have been several idols that have been on the spotlight due to their alarmingly too skinny figure. So, let's see these controversies, but you decide if the criticism is justified or not. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe for more K-pop videos. The first case we have to talk about is one that has brought up several articles in the last weeks. Yuna of ITZY has recently been said to be too skinny. And some netizens have stated their concern for her health and wonder whether she has been taking diet way too seriously. However, fans of the idol have said that she has always been skinny, and that the lighting of the photos made her look more skinny than she actually is, or maybe even the photos are over-edited. In any case, I have to agree that Yuna has a very particular body type that makes her look thin and elongated naturally. She's a dramatic, according to kpop body types, and this body does not tend to accumulate a lot of fat, but rather, it can easily look athletic and elongated, just like how she looks in some of her photos. Although the ant waist is a characteristic that shouldn't be as favored as it is. Not all body types can develop this look, and that is okay. In reality, many times exercise will actually make the waist more defined. Having a tiny waist shouldn't be the aim. Having good proportions and a healthy body is better. The second idol that has very recently been criticized for looking too thin is G-Dragon. In his recent appearance in Chanel Cruise collection show, netizens noticed that he looked quite thin, to the point of saying that he was now fragile looking and that he had lost way too much weight. The idol wore a shirt with a sweater on, but his frame and overall look was of a skinny person. Whether some can argue that he has always looked skinny, now even his fans worry that he has lost weight and looks too thin. Although, this is not the first time he has been said to be too skinny and frail looking. In 2017, in another fashion event, the idol appearance caused concern for how thin he looked. In that time, even some netizens thought that he may have done some surgery to his jaw, as it looked very sharp. So far, there hasn't been any relation to his health and the reason why he looks so thin. But it does make the audience wonder if it is normal for him to look like this. But you decide, should this cause concern or not? The next idol in this list is Wonyoung. Unfortunately, this idol is not new when it comes to netizens' criticism. In this case, is it justified that they say she looks too skinny? In the recent promotion period with her group, and just at the same time Yuna of ITZY was being talked about, some articles about the idol being too thin were posted online. Wonyoung does look thin, and her tall stature makes her look even more elongated, and her legs look very thin. The opinion of the netizens was that probably idols like Yuna and Wonyoung are on excessive diets and are pressured a lot by the public, as they have been working in the industry from a very young age. And it could be an understandable assumption, as dealing with all that attention and criticism at such a young age, it is bound to affect you one way or another. Whether this is the reason of why the idols look so skinny, well, that's a different story. The next case is a very interesting one. Sunmi has been in the idol industry for a very long time, and all this year she has been criticized in different periods for being too thin. And she has agreed with these concerns, and has said that she works hard on gaining some weight, as her body is naturally very thin, and it is difficult for her to maintain more weight. However, when she started to gain some weight, she started to receive a lot of comments saying that now she was becoming too fat. In other words, she's criticized when she is supposedly looking extremely thin, and also when she gains a bit more weight. At some point, she has even asked her fans to stop mentioning anything about how her body looks, and that she will work on her own to look less thin. In the end, for fans, the concern may be genuine, but there may be a lot of other people that are using the issue to just hate on the idol, and that is bound to affect them. And now, it is not only one idol in one group, but actually two of them that have been several times criticized by netizens, and articles have come out stating that they look too skinny. This is Blackpink Rose and Lisa. Both artists are the tallest ones in their group, and according to fans, they are said to have a naturally thin body. Whether their elongated and slender figure is due to genetics or to diet, well, that can be debatable. The most probable is that both aspects are involved in it. They certainly must do a lot of exercise with their life as an idol and all the choreographies they have to learn. And I have to say this, they also probably follow some kind of diet. All idols, or at least all girl group idols, are concerned about what they eat and their figure. We all know that they are incentivized since they are trainees to lose weight and to eat less. They are measured as part of their training after all, and YG is not the exception. They also look for their idols to maintain a thin figure. Now, are both Lisa and Rose too skinny that it causes concern for their health? Well, just like with all the other cases in this list, we have to wonder whether the photos and articles are just looking for drama, and sometimes the pictures are edited. And for the other part, there have been many cases where idols have taken diets to the extreme, and in some cases, they have really been in risk. The whole debate of an idol being too skinny or not is quite difficult, and it is definitely not new. I still remember that idols from the second generation like Sunmi, Yuna, and Wonyoung were also criticized for looking too thin at some point. But then again, the concern for these idols may be legitimate, and if it is not the public raising awareness to the issue of them looking not very healthy anymore, it is doubtful that the companies will take matter on their own and help the idol. After all, they are one of the main influences for girl idols to lose weight. I have to say that this all may be changing, as I've seen more companies giving the idols rest time for health concerns, including eating disorders. Hope you liked the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.